Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is a video that I honestly was not expecting to make. When I am talking about it, seems so silly. And if you have been following my journey, you will know that I've been prepping for my first ever bodybuilding competition, where I've had a few attempts like in the past of going through the prep phase, but just for whatever reason, I didn't really feel that I looked ready and just wasn't comfortable in going on stage. So I have pulled out of shows before, but this one I honestly was not expecting to be pulling out for this reason. So basically about 3 weeks ago, I broke my tooth, and normally like when you break a tooth you can go to the dentist, see if they can put a temporary filling in or whatever. Anyway, the dentist said that I had to have an extraction, which is fine because it's like on the lower back tooth. I was like, that's fine, nobody will see that. So I went a couple of days after for the extraction because it was honestly so sore and it was like really sharp where it broke. They tried to extract it and it really didn't go well at all. And it was actually just like a trainee dentist that went for the extraction. Now, where the tooth had broke, it was quite of an awkward extraction. But anyway, the anaesthetic, I don't know if she put it in the wrong place or whatever, just was not numbing me. And I've never had any experiences before where I've not been able to get numb from anaesthetic. So she was there digging around like in my gums trying to get it, but I felt everything. And she was like, I've given you loads of anaesthetic, like you must be numb, you're gonna feel like tugging, etc. But I was like, no, I feel pain. Anyway, she didn't feel comfortable with continuing with the extraction, and I went back the week after to see my actual dentist, who was more experienced. I was thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna come out. Oh my goodness. It was literally like the worst experience of my life. Anyway, so she tried to numb me, and I felt like numb on the outside of my gum. So I didn't feel any of that. So she was like digging down into my gum and I didn't feel any of that. But as soon as she tried to like pull the tooth and get it wobbly, I literally felt everything. And I screamed in the chair and she was like, no, I'm not continuing with this extraction. After like the anesthetic like worn off properly, I kid you not, I was in the most excruciating amount of pain. I literally was beside myself. I can't even describe to you like how much pain I was in. I was tempted to call 999 because it was that painful, and I called Billy on the phone. I was literally screaming and crying down the phone. I was like rocking backwards and forwards. Painkillers were doing nothing. We ended up going to A&E. They could do nothing. Like literally nobody could do anything other than just give me painkillers. I then got an infection and got put on antibiotics. And yeah, I just did not feel confident going back to that dentist again. She literally cut all of my gums. It was just a complete mess. It was just bleeding. It was like half an extraction and I was just left. And the thing that I'm still really bitter about is I paid for a tooth extraction, which they didn't even extract twice. Anyway, that was ongoing for like 2 weeks. And during that time, I could not focus on prep. I could not train. there was no way whatsoever I was going to the gym. I was thinking I'm like 5 weeks out now and I can't even eat. I was eating like soups and stuff because that's literally all that I could have. So I went for another consultation at a different dentist. I finished my course of antibiotics and went for my consultation, and yeah. So basically the tooth right now is still in and it's still painful, but nowhere near as bad as what it was. And I have been getting back into my training. I have been doing some gym sessions. I have been able to eat. But in 2 days' time, I am getting the tooth. I'm attempting to get this tooth removed again, and I'm really hoping for a more positive experience. But my show should be in like 3 weeks' time, and obviously with all this that's gone on and then having it's attempted to be extracted again, I know it's going to affect my training. I know it's going to affect what I eat. And there's just no way so close to show that I am getting on that stage. Honestly, it's been the most traumatic experience and sounds so stupid talking to you about it. But when you're in prep, and if you've ever gone through a prep, like, you need to be mentally focused. And right now, like, I am not focused whatsoever on prep. So yeah, all I care about right now is getting this tooth out and recovering physically and mentally, because yeah, it's been really draining. Like, when you've been prepping for something for so long and have already pulled out of shows to then pull out of another show, it honestly is so like demotivating. And I don't feel like a failure because I know that I have improved so much, like with my physique. And I genuinely thought, actually, like, I don't even care if I'm not what I want to look like. I'm getting on that stage because I've worked so hard for it, to then have to then pull out of another one. Honestly, it's just not a nice experience because I've worked so hard, working a full-time job, having 2 children, and going through the prep and trying to do my YouTube. It honestly has been a lot. And then I don't really feel like there's sort of like a reward at the end, because again, I'm just having to pull out. But right now, I don't know what's next. I haven't even thought about it. All I know is that I just want to get better, go through my reverse diet, and just start to feel a little bit better. I started to get to the point where I wasn't really enjoying my training sessions either, and just really didn't want to go to the gym. And ever since, like, I've had the mindset that I'm not doing a show, I feel like it's taken so much pressure off me, and I'm enjoying my training sessions. I'm getting PBs again. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like I have to go. I'm going because I want to go. And I feel like that shift in mindset has just made me feel a lot more positive. And it has made me think, actually, is going through all of that for a show even worth it? Because the stress of having that deadline and the stress of having that date that you need to look a certain way to get on stage, I feel like it just took over everything, and I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing. So I don't really know what's next for me. I'm a little bit up in the air with everything. I think I just need to sit down and think about, actually, what do I want? Yeah, what I want right now is to get this tooth out and just to get rid of the pain and it to heal and just enjoy a little bit of food. I mean, I've never been one for like going crazy on binge eating. I've always eaten quite healthily, but I think like the prep food is very just bland and boring, and I just, you know, want to enjoy like a nice healthy meal which tastes nice, if you know what I mean. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that point. But yeah, I genuinely never thought I'd be sitting here telling you that I'm quitting my prep that I've worked so hard for a tooth. Like, it's ridiculous, isn't it? But I'm not even being dramatic. It honestly was the most worst experience of my life. I would rather go through child labour 10 times than experience that pain with my tooth. Like, it was awful. It's been tough mentally, I'm not going to lie. I feel like there's been a lot of like disappointment in having to step back from this prep, because I know it's something I've worked so hard for. Obviously, like, this setback, if you call it a setback, has just reminded me that actually like your health needs to come first, whether that's your physical health or your mental health. Like, that always needs to be a priority. I'm just going to use this time to sort of like recover and reflect on the whole situation, and then hopefully come back like more mentally and physically stronger. I don't know if I'm going to be on stage. I don't know if I want to get back on stage. It's something that I'm not really thinking about right now. I've always had in my mind that's my goal, to at least get on stage once. Just feeling like a lot happier now. I don't know, is it even worth it? Like, since I did my sports science degree at university, like, I would say that my physique has never been awful. Like, I've always kept a sort of like good, healthy looking physique. It's just never been that lean, purely for the fact that it's not really healthy and sustainable anyway to be that lean. But I do enjoy building muscle, and I do enjoy like that process, and I feel better, more bulkier than I do leaner. I know that sounds really weird because a lot of people want to be leaner. Yeah, I enjoy the muscle building, like getting that fullness in my muscles. But yeah, I just wanted to say like thank you to everyone for your support. Like I know there's been a few of you that have actually followed this prep, and I thought I needed to come on and tell you why I've not really been posting my prep vlog videos anymore, because this has all been going on. I will keep going with my fitness journey. I just don't know at the minute where my fitness journey is going to go, but I will still keep updating you on sort of like what sort of foods I eat, my training, etc. And just as well, like if you've ever had like any setbacks in your prep or your fitness journey, please feel free to share them in the comments. Like I know I'm not the only one who has gone through something, and I know this doesn't really sound like such a big issue, it's just a tooth. I think it's the whole process of like I've spent over a year on this to then not get that final goal when you're that close. Like that's the most frustrating part. And I think genuinely if I did try and push through and carry on, I just would have got myself into like a dark hole, which I don't really want to go down, because it would have literally just been torture for me to try and push myself through training and eat foods that I literally physically I could not eat. Hard food. It was so sore, like I couldn't even open my mouth, like my face was so swollen, it was like out here. Yeah, it was just a horrible experience. But yeah, I just honestly I really appreciate everybody who supported me, and this is not me saying goodbye, this is just me saying that I don't know right now when, if I'm gonna get on stage, but all I know is that I am going to continue my fitness journey. I am going to keep doing these YouTube videos and sharing them with you, showing you what I do. And yeah, I hope you'll still continue to follow and support me. And if you're new here and you want to support me, then please feel free to like and subscribe. I've also started lots of at-home workout videos as well, just to help those people who are wanting to start their fitness journey. I know sometimes it can be really daunting going to the gym, especially if you're not familiar with it, which I thought I would share some workout programs for you guys to do at home. And of course, I've got my obsession with my activewear, and going to continue to do my activewear reviews as well, because that's literally what I live in. So yes, anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I can see the timer is like way over 10 minutes, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Always hold you down. Your heart will be kept safe.